Okay, what if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old blueprint for your mind? Sounds pretty wild, right? But that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to unpack the Sutra on the analysis of defilements. And look, this isn't some dusty old history lesson. It's an incredibly practical guide for right now. To kick things off, let's talk about something I'm pretty sure we've all felt.
Yeah, you know that feeling, don't you? It's that mental hamster wheel you just can't get off of. Maybe it's a worry that keeps popping up, or a thought you just can't shake. It's like you're stuck in a loop. And honestly, it's a totally human thing to go through.
Well, here's the thing. This ancient text says we don't have to just sit there and take it. We don't have to be spectators to our own mental chaos. It actually gives us a really clear step-by-step tool to figure out what's going on in there. It's literally a diagnostic tool for our inner world.
All right, so first up, let's look at how the sutra gets started. It basically takes our entire inner world, all the messy, complicated stuff, and breaks it down into 6 main challenges. The idea is, if we can understand these 6 areas, we can start to make sense of the whole thing.
And this framework is, wow, it's really thorough. First, we have defilements. Now, that sounds a little old school, but just think of them as these little leaks in our mind. You know, those biases or impurities that cloud our thinking. A sudden hit of jealousy, a grudge you can't let go of, that's a defilement. And these leaks, they directly affect our feelings, the good, the bad, and the just meh. And they shape our perceptions, which is just how we label everything. From there, the sutra looks at what drives us, craving, that deep wanting for things, the actions we take because of that craving, and finally, suffering, that underlying feeling that something just isn't right.
Okay, so we have these 6 challenges, but what do we do with them? How do we actually analyze them? Well, this is where the genius of the sutra comes in. It gives us a set of 6 questions that it uses over and over and over again. It's kind of like a mental workout. The repetition is the whole point. It's meant to drill this new way of thinking into our heads. And this right here, this is the core of the whole system. This is the engine. The sutra takes these 6 questions and just relentlessly applies them to everything. To the defilements, to feelings, to craving, all 6 of them. It's a one-size-fits-all diagnostic tool for your mind. So here's how it works in practice. It's a 6-step process. First, you just identify it. Simple, right? What am I actually feeling? Then, you become a detective and look for its origin. Where did this thing even come from? Next, what's the consequence? What happens because of it? Then, what are its manifestations? Like, how does it pop up in different ways? And then we get to the really good stuff. Cessation. How does it end? And finally, the path. What do I actually need to do to make it end? Okay, let's make this real. Let's apply this framework to the big one, suffering. So first, what is it? The sutra says it's everything from the big stuff, birth, getting old, being sick, to the everyday stuff, like just not getting what you want. Okay, so where does it come from? Its origin, the text says, is ignorance. Now that doesn't mean being dumb. It means a deep misunderstanding of how reality actually works. And the consequence of that is that we chase after things outside ourselves to fix the problem, which, usually just makes things worse. So how does it end? Well, the sutra is clear. When that ignorance stops, the suffering stops. And the path to get there? Yep, it points to a very specific practice.
And it's not just for suffering. The sutra does this exact same thing for all the other challenges. For feelings, for perceptions, for craving, it runs every single one through this same 6-part analysis. It's like a masterclass in how to systematically look at your own mind.
So, after all this digging, all this analysis, where does it all lead? What's the answer? Well, here's the kicker. After diagnosing every single one of these 6 problems, the sutra comes up with the exact same solution. Every single time.
And that one solution, that one universal prescription, has 8 parts to it. It's not a quick fix or a magic bullet. It's a complete, integrated path forward. 8 practices that all work together.
And this is it, the famous 8-fold path. You can think of it as a complete guide to living with clarity. It starts with how you think, your mindset. Right view is about finally seeing things as they really are, which tackles that ignorance we talked about. Right intention is about cleaning up your motives. Then it moves into how you behave in the world, your right speech, right action, and right livelihood. And finally, it's about training your mind directly with right effort, right mindfulness, which is all about being present, and right concentration. You can see how it's all connected, right? Each piece strengthens the others. And this is the absolute key takeaway. The sutra isn't saying, here are 6 problems and here are 6 different pills you can take. No, it's saying that all 6 of these challenges, from the tiniest mental leak to the deepest suffering, they're all connected, and they all have the same solution, practicing this one single, unified path.
So let's bring it all home. What does this ancient blueprint mean for you and me, right here, right now? Well, it's about one thing, finally getting in the driver's seat of your own mind.
Look, this isn't just some high-minded philosophy to think about. It is a practical, hands-on toolkit. When you start asking these 6 questions, something amazing happens. You stop being tangled up inside your thoughts and feelings, and you start being able to look at them. You get some space, you gain control, and that's when you can start responding to life with skill instead of just reacting on autopilot.
So I'll leave you with this. Think about that one thing for you, that one mental loop that always gets you. The next time it shows up, just try it. Just ask yourself those first 2 questions from this 2,000-year-old tool. What is this, really? And where is it coming from? You might be surprised. That simple act of questioning could be the very first step onto a completely new path.